On today's Newsmakers, Bible sales are surging in the wake of Charlie Kirk's death. Joining me today is Nair. We're going to break it all down. Here we go.
In the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination, according to the Wall Street Journal, Bible sales in America have skyrocketed up 36% since last October. CBN's Billy Hallowell, what's going on here?
Yeah, this is actually incredible. 2.4 million copies of the Bible sold in September. This is according to BookScan numbers, which track the sales of the Bible. We've been seeing this happen again and again and again as revival has been breaking out across the country. But what happened with Charlie Kirk was so horrific, so evil, so otherworldly that I think you actually saw a moment where people took a deep breath and started asking questions. How does evil like this happen? What is life and death? What does life mean? And all of the answers to those questions and millions of others are in the Bible. And so I think what we're watching is that particular event sort of built on some of the other things that we've been seeing happen in culture, and it pointed people back to the very source of truth, which is Scripture. And so I'm not shocked that more people would ask those questions. I think what is stunning is how big that percentage jump was when you compare this September to the previous one.
I was thinking about this conversation. I was thinking logistically, I was thinking, intellectually, but I think what happened was spiritual. And people have been talking about this since that moment. Something shifted. And I almost think the word isn't shifted. I think the word is something was unveiled. It's almost like darkness overplayed his hands and the spiritual realities of the world that we live in were again unveiled. And I think there was this realization, it's almost like a slapping out of complacency, a awakening. And I mean literally like an awakening to the spiritual realities where something was triggered in that moment that I don't think we've quite yet contextualized or figured out, that when Charlie Kirk was assassinated, it was a before and after. In the same way 9/11 was a before and after in geopolitics, the assassination of Charlie Kirk, the martyrdom, in my opinion, of Charlie Kirk, was a before and after spiritual moment. And I think you're seeing it now. It's tangible. 36% increase. It's no longer theoretical. It's no longer just you and I talking. It's factual. This is happening. So I think that's a very encouraging thing. And it's what I see when I talk to a lot of my pastor friends is something changed. Something happened, and we're now starting to see that this isn't just opinions or hearsay. It's actually happening in real time. But Billy, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I think the veil, as you were saying, has been lifted in some respects. You can talk about evil, but when you see evil and when you see good, when you see God working, you can really feel it. In this case, unfortunately, it was evil that I think snapped people out of it. And they said to themselves, wait a minute, this battle described in Ephesians 6, this is actually happening and it's affecting people and it's making people even do things that are unthinkable. And, to your point, a lot of pastors we both know have talked about the fact that they have seen droves of people coming to church too. It's not just the Bible sales. The Bible sales are up 36%, but so are people hitting the pews, people accepting Christ. And so we are in the midst of an unveiling. It's sad that it was that event that made that happen, but my goodness, this is a moment unlike I think anything we've seen before. And let's hope we're all ready to meet that moment. That's all for today's Newsmakers. Make sure you head on over to the CBN News YouTube channel and cbnnews.com for more of the news you need to read. We'll see you again tomorrow.